Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. So I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates with you, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, then it probably is not your reading. And I always suggest seeing your moon sign, because that is your private and emotional side. All cards are male or female. Okay, here we go. The overall energy of your reading is the Two of Wands. Oh, you're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and you're holding the world with the other hand. This tells me you are ready and looking forward into entering a new life cycle. You're ready to move forward, and you're kind of like wondering what that's going to look like. You're anticipating moving into a new life cycle. Up here in your highest energy is the Death card. This is the card for Scorpio, so Scorpio might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, this is about leaving the old behind and moving towards the new. So it's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year, which is coming up really soon anyway. But this is about moving into this new life cycle that you're looking forward to doing. So you will be doing it with the Death card showing up in your highest energy. These are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. So it's all about moving forward, leaving the old behind, the old ways, the old energies, the old whatever it is for you. So next to the Death card is the Six of Cups. This is a soulmate energy. I'm moving right towards the soulmate energy. Excuse me. Famous cough during the reading, everybody knows. So anyway, this is a sincere, sweet, young type energy, okay? Whoever is your soulmate here in this card that you're moving towards, you might have known them since childhood when this card comes out, maybe even teenage or college years, even before, maybe. You have definitely known them from another lifetime, at least one other lifetime. So there's a connection, and you're going to feel that connection. This is a soulmate. Well, look where it's at. I mean, you're leaving the old behind, and you're moving right towards this soulmate. You're entering a new life cycle, a fresh start in your life. And right next to the soulmate card is the Sun. This is like one of the best cards in the whole tarot deck. The Sun is fresh starts, new beginnings, with lots of love. Remember that cup? That is the only cup that's allowed to have anything in it and still yet be sincere, and it has a flower in it. There's a lot of love, and there's also a lot of joy associated in this card. Now, already I notice we have 1, 2, 3 children. So there might be children involved in this reading. Under the Death card is the Six of Swords. Yes, you're moving forward. It feels like you've been kind of moving forward, but slowly. It's been work. This boat is being pushed by a pole. You're moving away from rocky waters. Same thing with this Death card. Leaving the old behind, moving forward towards a smoother, calmer place in your life. You're taking swords of truth and clarity with you on this boat. So it's like you're more educated. You know more about what you want and what you don't want. There's also a child on this boat. See that? So, you know, there really can be someone in this reading may have a child to consider, at least one child to consider. But yeah, you're moving forward, and you're moving forward with knowledge. Right next to that Two of Wands And on the other side, the Two of Wands, look at this, the Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of Wands, beautiful. Talk about a beautiful card under a beautiful card in the tarot deck, okay? So it's right under the sun, right next to you, wanting to move into a new life cycle, holding onto that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, heading right towards a soulmate that you might have known when you were younger, and right towards the sun. The sun, what a beautiful energy. So this is union between two people. This soulmate you're going to end up in union with eventually. They are not only just a soulmate that you might have known from earlier in life. They're a divine soulmate. They're very, very special. There's going to be such a connection that there's going to be no way either one of you are going to be able to deny this connection. It's like a sparks flying. There's a lot of joy associated with this card, as with the sun, and a lot of love. And there's that union between two people. Wonderful readings so far, Libras. I feel like this has been a long time coming, and with the Six of Swords, I really think it has been a long time coming. Under the Six of Swords is this Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is waiting for a secure and stable pentacle. This relationship here, okay, you're moving towards something that you've waited for a long time. This is the slowest moving energy in the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. If I could talk, the Knight of Pentacles. The horse looks like it's standing still. It's not. It's actually moving very slowly forward, and it is bringing this pentacle. And that's you're headed right towards it. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing the things that you need to do to move forward in your life, and you're going to be attracting this soulmate right towards you. You're moving towards that soulmate. It's kind of like a two-way street here. Under this Two of Wands, this is the energy that you kind of would like, not kind of, you do want to move away from. Leaving the old behind. This is deceitful behavior. This is some kind of energy that was not coming forth with the pentacle, was not grounded. They were taking more than they were giving. They may have been lying, stealing, cheating. There could be rumors involved. This is energy that you do want out of your life and you're ready to move forward from. And it's like it took some work to get to this place to do it, but you're doing it. That Seven of Swords now, this has become a burden for you. This is the Ten of Wands. Now, lovely about the Ten of Wands is that there's no 11. This person is hunched over. You're going to be able to drop these wands, and it's right under the Four of Wands. Right under this divine soulmate connection, sparks flying. This person is going to feel the connection just like you, okay? This might be a person from your past that, you know, maybe through social media, maybe run into someplace, if they're from your past, or they just, I don't know, I don't see that they're just shooting you a text out of nowhere or something like that yet, but it could happen that way. Or they're just from your previous lives, one of your lives or more. So you're going to put down this burden that you've been working really hard on getting away from, and you are doing it. You are moving forward. You're putting an end to energies that do not serve you, and you will be moving forward. You're wondering what your future looks like? It's right here. It's these three cards, man, and they're beautiful. Looks like this is the best thing you can do for yourself in this reading. And like I say, if this sounds like your reading, it probably is. If it doesn't, it probably is not. Check your moon sign. Let's see the second part of this reading. So, okay, lovely. Okay, I have the Five of Swords up here, close to the sun. This is you, you know those swords that you've been moving forward with? You've been gathering them. See, it hasn't been a really fast process, but you have been gathering your truth and your clarity. And you're kind of letting somebody that's been in your life, been deceitful, caused a burden for you, you're letting them fade off into the distance. There might have been more than one, you know, someone attached to the other person or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But you are gathering up your truth and your clarity, and you are moving forward with knowledge. And right next to the Five of Swords is the Judgment card. Everything that you're leaving behind was a spiritual lesson, and you're awakening to it. Look at that. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides blowing their horn down on you, and you've awakened to it. And that's how and why you are leaving this other energy that's non-serving behind you. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are all around you. And boy, are you, these swords, these are truth and clarity. This is learning your spiritual lesson. I have the Eight of Wands right next to the Judgment card. This is a lot of communication back and forth. This is texting, emails. This can be video chat, something through the air. Phone calls, you know, we still do that. And so it feels like there's a lot of back and forth going on. And I feel like this, well, I'm not sure, it's part of your spiritual lesson because it's right next to the Judgment card. So there, in order to pick up all these swords of truth and clarity, I think that there's been a lot of discussions going on. And that was something that was needed in order for you to move forward. It wasn't easy. We got the Three of Swords. Yeah, and it's right below the Five of Swords. There really could have been another energy attached to this person that you're letting go. So truth and clarity hurts sometimes. And I feel like that's what happened here in this situation. But it's allowing this divine soulmate to come in. This Three of Swords is right next to the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles, there's that pentacle that they weren't coming in with, you know, that could take lifetimes for this Knight of Pentacles to ever reach you. So I feel like you were looking at the stability of the relationship, the security. I just don't think it was there because of the Seven of Swords energy here, which caused a burden. I don't think you could see this other relationship actually moving forward. And it was hard to escape. It was hard to put it behind you, but you are going to be doing it. And you're going to stay focused on that pentacle. That's actually, and also I wanted to point out that this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you're going to stay focused on that pentacle. It's right next to the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, this is an offer like somebody trying to come in and apologize or say, come on. It's right under all this communication. I feel like this person you're letting go was really trying not to let you go. They really wanted you to stick around, even though I don't think they were treating this relationship properly. And I see you just like you've got your arms crossed. You're not reaching for the cup. You're moving forward. Death card, your highest energy. You're moving forward and leaving the old behind, and I think you're leaving that cup behind you because your focus now is on Pentacles. You want a solid and secure and stable relationship, not whatever they've been giving you, okay? So then we have the Hermit. The Hermit, now this is the card for Virgo with the Queen of Pentacles. That gives us 2 for Virgo. You know, the Knight of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn also. Not as strongly as the Queen of Pentacles, but, you know, it's the energies that count the most in these readings. The Hermit is very spiritual. You might be, you know, spending a lot of time keeping to yourself with this card and actually, you know, reaching out to the universe, trying to seek clarity on what path to follow, because you remember that the middle energy of this reading that surrounds this entire reading is you holding onto that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and wanting to enter this new life cycle with the other hand, which you will be doing. So you're wondering what that path is going to look like. How are you going to move down that path? Well, and any advice that the universe might have for you. Well, there's some things, a couple things the Hermit is pointing out here. One thing is you're going to be able to drop that burden that you need to move away from, it looks like. shining the lantern on the 10 of Wands. Dropping that burden, getting ready to just move forward and let the burden go. And also right above it is the 3 of Swords. So it's pointing out all this heartache, all this, you know, this is not a good feeling. You're going to be entering, you have a soulmate coming in that's going to be full of good feelings. And it's like you need to let this other energy that I think you've been trying to hang in there, but it just wasn't working. And you're finally figuring that out. And in order to release that burden, you need to release it to allow this other energy to come into your life. I mean, on the back side of the Hermit, I have the Fool card, and the Fool is under the Queen of Pentacles. This tells me that this is like, it's fun and carefree. It's throwing caution to the wind. It's like going forward without looking forward. It's having your head up in the clouds. This previous relationship might have been like living day to day, you know, and maybe it was fun, but then you ended up looking at this pentacle, and somebody always does. Somebody always ends up looking towards the future rather than up in the sky, up in the clouds. So finding yourself at the edge of the cliff, the Hermit is pointing out this is just what's happened. It's just that your needs are different. Your needs are changing than the way they used to be. And it feels like the other person still wants to live in that energy. So what you're doing is you're turning your back on that Fool's energy and you're moving forward. Yes, there's feelings between you and the person you're moving forward from, but it's not working out. It's not making you happy. And you really are ready. You're totally ready to enter a new life cycle. And what you don't know is somebody's waiting for you out there who has a lot to offer you, and they are a divine soulmate. And they're going to come in with an offer, and it's going to be a sweet offer. Like I say, you might have known them from childhood, maybe. But there's a lot of joy and a lot of happiness here. I'm going to take out the bottom card, the 4 of Pentacles. It's just like I said. So you're kind of stuck in this relationship. Got the Knight of Pentacles. You kept hoping for this relationship to become more grounded. The 4 of Pentacles is all about those pentacles just weighing down, not being able to move forward, just feeling kind of stuck. Well, you're freeing yourself from that energy because of all this truth and clarity you've been picking up along the way. And that's what is allowing this card of the Sun to come in. You weren't able to reach the Sun with this other relationship. The Sun is just so loving and so warm and so beautiful. It's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. And there's so much joy associated with that card. And you're moving right towards it. Right towards it. You're going to meet this soulmate. They're going to make you an offer. And one thing's going to lead to another. The sparks are going to fly. And you're just going to really, your whole life is going to change. Your whole life isn't, and that's what I see here by you entering this new life cycle. So Libras, this is a beautiful reading. And my readings don't usually go past 6 months. So I wouldn't even count on them going past 6 months. But so I see it happening in the pretty near future, and a matter of fact, that part of this could be on the way right now as we speak. So Libras, this is your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.